Hey guys, I'm Ashley and I love the 49ers.
And I'm Nicole and I love the Chargers.
And we are touchdowns
and tight ends.
We are not experts,
but we are passionate, very passionate.
We sure are. So Nicole, what are you drinking today?
I need a little afternoon pick-me-up, so a little Diet Pepsi here today.
Oh, I also needed an afternoon pick-me-up and I got me some Diet Coke.
Oh, look at you with your fancy glass and straw. Cheers.
Cheers. And it's red on purpose.
For Christmas, right?
For the 49ers.
Obviously.
I feel like I haven't talked to you all week. How was your week?
It's been a minute. It's I feel like I'm just happy it's Friday. But everything's been good, just work, busy. Lux actually auditioned for a play and got a part of it's for Into the Woods or In the Woods or something. And she's Cinderella's grandmother, and it's like a lead part. So it's her first time singing and doing acting. So I'm super excited for her.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah. How was your week? You've been MIA.
I was in meetings all week. I left on Monday night. I got home last night. So I feel like I've been just so busy, just working and traveling. And so it's been a good week, just busy.
And now we're going to blink and the holidays are going to be here.
Oh my God. I was planning Black Friday today and my anxiety level went like up and I was like, oh my God, it's in 2 weeks. It is Black Friday is 2 weeks from today.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then it's going to be Christmas and then it's going to be 2022. Like, how did that even happen?
I don't know. But speaking of that, I need to book my RV still.
Me too.
Okay. Well, you book 2 of them and I'll just Venmo you.
Yeah. I'm having an issue with that, but I'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. So we are already in week 10 right now. We're recording a little bit late, or we're going live, I guess, a little bit late just because of my travel schedule. So I think today we're going to talk about week 9, week 10, and then some big news, right?
There is just so much to talk about with football right now. I don't even know where to start. And I feel like, I know that you didn't watch a lot just because you were on a little hiatus for a minute. Every single game, like every prediction that I had, it was just, it was insane. And I feel like this week is already starting out that way with the Miami win over the Ravens yesterday. Like, what the hell?
Look, it gives me hope for Monday.
That's such an exciting game. But I guess we'll get to the Rams later.
We'll get to the Rams, yeah. But yes, I did take a hiatus after that loss on Sunday. I turned football off and I didn't watch a single game until the last half of last night's game. I couldn't. I went in the hot tub. I put Elf on to watch Christmas movies. Like, I did everything I could to try to find some joy after that loss.
Well, how do you feel now? Are you ready? Are you ready for the week? You're like, no, I'm playing the Rams.
I don't know how I feel.
Oh, hey, Dean. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured we could start with the Chargers week 9 because that was like, at least you guys won. So why don't you talk to us about week 9?
Hey, all right. So week 9 for us was a good week. I feel like it showed the potential that the Chargers have, right? So last week when we were talking about week 8, we had come off the bye and we did come off a loss. So there was a loss, a bye, and a loss. And so I feel like we've had, 3 weeks now to really find our ground. The team's working really closely together. I think the coaches are really looking at, what needs to improve. When I made the predictions for the Chargers and Eagles, I thought we had this, in the bag. It wasn't. It was a good game. The Eagles are showing up to be a good team, right? We did win by a field goal, 24-27 Chargers. We had 65 total plays in that game. They had 57 total plays. So it was a good game. Justin Herbert, was offensive player of the week. So that was exciting. I just actually heard that he leads the NFL in fourth quarter comebacks. So we'll see if it carries over, but I feel like they're starting to find their footing again. So KO time. Hey. Thanks for joining. I have a random question. Yeah, what's up? But Ashley, I did not watch the 49ers game at all. So I don't know what happened. All I know is just what was going on through your texts. So do you want to talk about that game?
You know, I feel like a loss is never easy, right? And I don't want to say there's ever like a good loss. Hold on. Let me talk about week 9 really quick, and then we'll start going through all of these comments. Okay. So there's never a good loss, right? But there's losses that you're like, man, that was like a close game, like your game. I didn't watch it, but I'm like, man, if you guys would have lost, at least it was like a close game, right? The game on Sunday against the Cardinals was probably the most embarrassing loss I've ever seen a football team take. It was awful. I mean, you think we should have won. Kyler Murray wasn't playing. JJ Watt was out. DeAndre Hopkins was out. AJ Green was out. Like, we got George Kittle back. We have all these players coming back, and we lost 31-17. And we look like a fucking Pop Warner team out there trying to play a varsity football team.
So what do you think happened? I mean, I think I caught the first quarter, and the backup to Kyler Murray didn't look bad.
Oh, Colt McCoy, he worked our team. Our defense was shit that day. I guess like a silver lining is the game was not lost because of Jimmy. So I think for the first time in a minute, like, we can't put this all on Jimmy. There were so many other things that went wrong. I took a couple notes, but really just, I'm so sorry. My dog is barking. There's kids playing out there. It is the middle of the afternoon here in California, and all the kids are out, so I apologize. Let me see. I took some notes, though, from that game. But there was 2 big fumbles that I think it resulted in 2 touchdowns for the Cardinals. So George Kittle fumbled, and I think it was Ayuk who fumbled the second time. Jimmy threw an interception, and like, we couldn't tackle. We could not stop James Conner. He got 4 touchdowns, which was great for my fantasy team because I have him on my fantasy team, but I could really care less about my fantasy team last Sunday. But like, we just could not stop the Cardinals. And we couldn't get the ball. Like, we couldn't hold on to the ball. So I think a couple of things I took some notes on. So we have lost 5 of the last 6 games that we've played. Right now, we're not out of the playoff picture. There's a 20% chance that we could go to the playoffs. We are 1 game behind being a 7th seed. But obviously, Monday is going to start to determine that. I think that we had an opportunity of dropped passes. There's been a lot of dropped passes. Jimmy also has like overthrown some balls. So they're just high, right? So wide receivers are getting hurt catching them or can't catch them. We've been missing tackles. We cannot convert 3rd downs. I think we are, I don't remember if we're 18th or we're last. We're somewhere really low when it comes to converting 3rd downs. It's like, once there's a 3rd down, I'm like, oh, give the ball to the other fucking team because we're not going to do anything. And we've been really low scoring in the first half. Most of our games this season, we're either down or have like almost nothing on the board in the first half. And then the turnover differential. So we are last in the NFL, or right in front of the Jets for the turnovers. We aren't forcing any turnovers. We have 14 turnovers, offensive turnovers, right? So it's just not working. Something's just not working. And my gut goes to leadership.
Do you think that the game would have been any different if Trey Lance was in?
No, because this wasn't on Jimmy.
Yeah.
I think the leadership starts with Kyle Shanahan, right? You think about anybody in a leadership position. And so I think that Kyle Shanahan needs to put his ego aside and like humble himself, right? He went to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, but the team's been shit for the last 2 years with good players. We have good players.
So you think it's coming from up top?
Yeah. I think that again, bringing in a quarterback to replace Jimmy, obviously there's going to be challenges. Like Jimmy knows it's last year. It's not like he's not going to play, but like that does something to a team. Like I'm sure there's some sort of animosity. So it was just a bad game. I know we have a lot of comments, so we can start to go through some of those. But
I'm sorry for your loss on that one. I know that everyone was talking about that game. So hopefully next week will be different, but we'll get to that. All right. So first question we have is, what player on your teams do you think would make the best Uber driver?
Oh, dude, George Kittle. For sure. You know how fun it'd be to have George Kittle be your Uber driver?
That's how I feel about Keenan Allen or like Derwin James.
Yeah. Like it'd just be really fun.
I think it'd be super fun too. That's a great question. The Niners are going to get killed on Monday. I don't know.
The Dolphins didn't get killed last night. Dude, you got to stay positive.
So football is the craziest. Can we talk about last week for a second? The Raiders losing to the Giants. Like, what? Where did that come from?
Leadership, dude. Look at what's happening at the Raiders. Something's always wrong with the Raiders.
But then you've got the Bills that lost to the Jags.
I know.
The Cowboys losing, getting their asses handed to them by the Broncos.
Yeah, I watched that game.
And then Titans, Rams. Okay, the Titans are also 7-2, so they're a good team. I didn't see that coming. I thought the Rams were going to take that. But man, it was just in the Steelers game. I mean, that was garbage. That was all refs. They shouldn't have won that game. And then yesterday, the Ravens losing to Miami. I think everyone's sleeping on Miami.
I know. They're what, 2-7 right now, I think, but they're
Dolphins?
Yeah.
3-7.
Or 3-7. They looked good yesterday, though. I did, like I said, that was the first game I've watched since Sunday.
It can't be 3-7. Oh yeah, 3-7, because the game 10 was yesterday.
That's right. Well, and the Niners may or may not get killed on Monday. I feel like you just said, we don't know what's going to happen. If the Niners play like they played on Sunday, they're gonna fucking be right down there with the Jets. So
it was horrible. Yeah.
Sure was.
Do not bring that horrible game back, please. I'm nervous for the Rams-Niners game. On paper, Rams should win, but Niners have had our number the last 2 years.
Yeah, so we've swept the Rams for the last 2 years. And so normally I'm pretty confident. I'm normally pretty confident. Shanahan has outcoached Sean McVay, but he's not coaching well this year. So I don't know. Maybe something starts to change after that loss to the Cardinals, because that was the most embarrassing loss we've had, at least this season. So you think about maybe what that does. It could take the team one of two ways. They're either so defeated that they're like, F this dude, or they're fired up. And like I said, they're not fully out of a playoff picture yet. So we'll see.
So you said it's the worst loss. Is it the worst loss, even though it was to the Cardinals? I mean, I guess it was kind of their backup, right? They had their backup quarterback, and
it's just the way they played, man. Just looked awful.
Yeah,
it was so embarrassing to watch.
That's rough.
So, yeah.
Did you happen to watch any of the interviews after the game with anybody on the team?
I turned it off immediately and walked outside.
You're like, I'm done.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers is a bad man now?
I don't think he was ever a good one. So
we're not going to get political. We'll never get political on here, right? But I don't think it was right for him to lie. I don't think that sets a good example. What he believes, I mean, that's his belief. As far as being a bad man, I think Aaron Rodgers is completely done with his team. I don't think he wants to be on the Packers. I don't think he gives two shits. I mean, he threw the first game. I don't think any differently, but I don't know. He's not setting a good example. He's not being a good leader. He's not being a good example for kids that are, huge Aaron Rodgers Green Bay fans. So
yeah. Again, doesn't come down to beliefs or politics, just morals and ethics in the sense of
exactly
being honest and owning your own decisions, I think is the biggest thing.
Exactly. I agree. Colt McCoy was a beast in college.
Yeah.
James Conner against the Niners equals Earl Campbell. Sloppy game. We need better coaching, interior D-line, interior O-line, and Connors that don't hug.
Yeah, dude. I told you, it was Pop Warner versus varsity, man.
You have like
varsity team was a backup team.
Yeah. Thank you for cursing, Ashley. No filter is organic.
Well, that is what you get here on Touchdowns and Tight Ends. I like to drop that bomb sometimes.
Most shows we do, we're always told that we have to kind of make it PG at least. And so Ashley has been very excited to just be herself and let it all out when necessary. And after a loss like last week, I mean, that's when it comes out, right?
Oh, yeah.
So.
Got you.
Corner that don't hug. Dean, thanks Niners for passing on Mac. What are your thoughts on that?
We haven't seen Trey Lance play enough for me to have a thought on that. I think Mac looks good. I think, okay, so this is a really great example of coaching. Bill Belichick is a good coach. Look at what the Patriots are doing right now. They look like a good team. They are playing well. They are on an uptick right now. And they don't have all these crazy players right now. They have a rookie quarterback. But there's good coaching, there's good leadership, there's good culture. That's a great example of, right, what's not happening inside the 49ers locker room right now. There's something off. There's not good coaching. There's a lack of leadership. I've read a couple articles where they're like, there's no players that hold the players accountable, And I'm like, I'm sure that's part of it, but I think that it just goes back to coaches. But I can't say that Mac's going to be better than Trey. Ask me in like 2023.
Fair enough. All right. The Jaguars beating the Bills. I don't even know what to say. And not even just beating them, but holding them to 2 field goals. I mean, there wasn't even last week I swear to God, football was drunk. I could not wrap my head around anything that was happening.
I played Josh Allen as my quarterback that day. No points. I should have played Tom Brady instead. Or no, Tom Brady was going to buy. I couldn't play Tom Brady.
No, nobody had points. Like it was Herbert.
Well,
Herbert had points, but
James Conner got me points.
Like Lamar Jackson yesterday, I think he got 14 points, was projected at 25.
I benched the 49ers defense this week to put in the Ravens defense yesterday because they were projected to do well. 4 points.
Yeah.
4 points.
I have them in 2 of my leagues
Watch
too.
the 49ers defense freaking go off on Monday.
And Miami had 18 points.
Yeah.
So like whatever you think, just grab what you think's not going to do well and they'll do well. It's stupid. It's crazy.
I know.
Carolina will be 7th seed.
Cam Newton.
I mean, who knows?
I heard he turned 2 teams down to come back to the Panthers.
Did he? Do you know which teams?
I don't. I just saw something quickly when I was scrolling through articles. So it'll be, I mean, Cam's fun to watch.
He's fun to watch. I think he still has it. I think he's still got it in him.
And he hasn't played in a minute, so he's probably real motivated.
Probably. But what do you think it means for Sam Darnold? I mean, he's done nothing.
He's going to be a backup, dude.
My little San Clemente boy.
Yeah, sorry.
So speaking of Cam Newton, what do you think about OBJ?
Where the fuck are the Rams getting money?
I don't know, but they're building that TikTok that you sent me earlier.
So again, we are not experts, guys. We are not analysts. We don't know a lot of things, just what we think. And I'm like, Sean McVay has a lot of big names right now. And I don't follow the Rams as closely. And I'm sure Payo Time could probably provide some more insight, but I'm like, what do their contracts look like? Is this like a 1-year thing? Are you building them for this year to try to get to the Super Bowl? Are they all going to be gone? Like, are they all going to be gone after this? Where's like the young blood? Because these guys are all getting older, right? Matt Stafford's been in the league for like 10 years. OBJ's been in the league for a long time. Von Miller's been in the league for a long time. So I'm like, what's happening when they're gone? Where's the depth?
I think they're all 1 year. At least Von Miller and OBJ. Not sure about Stafford.
But I'm like, go for it this year. But then what, like, is that it? You want 1 year? Like, isn't the goal to have like a legacy team, right? Or a dynasty team? Sorry. Like the Patriots had, it's like, well, they don't have any I don't think they have any first round picks for like, 5 years. So I don't know. OBJ hasn't done shit for my fantasy team all league while he was on the Browns. Will he go off when he's with the Rams? Maybe, but they also have a wide receiver 1 and 2 already.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that he might play on Monday because I'm like, oh, he's going to learn the playbook that quickly. Like he's going to be caught up to speed. Fine, play him. Because if he fucks up on those plays, that just works in favor of the Niners.
OBJ is going to play?
They said that he will. So I'm like, that quickly?
Huh. We have the 27th ranked rush defense. Also have the 4th ranked pass defense, which surprises me with the dumpster diving for corners.
I think overall our defense is rated 8th in the league right now, which isn't bad.
That's not bad.
But that rush defense is crap.
Yeah.
So
it's been a year for football, and I think you're 3-5, and you predicted that you guys would be. I
have them. I went back. So at this point, by week 10, I predicted that the 49ers would be 5-3, and we are 3-5. You predicted that the Chargers would be 5-3, and you guys are 5-3. So your games have been off, but your record is on.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I know. I was like, okay. And let's see. So you guys play the Vikings this week, and I've seen, like, in my mind, it should be an easy game for you guys, but I've seen so many analysts say that the Vikings are going to beat you guys, and I'm like, do I not play Herbert then? Do I play Matt Stafford?
I have seen a mix of both Vikings and Chargers. This one I predicted to be an easy win.
Yeah.
After watching them last week against so first of all, we lost against the Ravens. The Ravens barely beat the Vikings in overtime last week. They got killed yesterday by the Dolphins. What team is Baltimore, right? Like, are they the ones that beat us, or are the ones that are losing? Like, what's happening? So I haven't really watched too much of the Vikings game, so I don't really know where they stand. I think we're gonna win, but at this point, dude, anything can happen.
I know. I'll be at that game.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Oh, so will I.
I will meet up with you there, since I'm not meeting with you. No, we're taking a party bus.
You are?
Yeah.
Nice.
But one of us has to stay sober and be able to pick up the kids. So
I'll be driving. So I'm going with
Who are you going with?
My brother and Toss, and then Brett.
Okay. Yeah, I told Kyle that he could drink, and I would just have like a beer at the beginning and then drive away.
Are you guys going to the tailgate?
I don't know. I think we're leaving at like 9:30 or something in the morning, so I'm assuming so. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna leave. We're gonna leave at 9 and try to get there as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So big games this week. Rams and 49ers. What are your thoughts?
Well, when I look at my predictions, back when I thought the team was good, I predicted that we would win, and in parentheses said maybe lose. I don't know. I think, like Peo Time said, on paper, we should lose. But I'm not going to put anything past the 49ers. They have good players. If they could figure out their rhythm, if they could find their groove, then we can beat the Rams.
Who's the leader on that team?
That's the hard part right now. The leaders are very quiet. So like Jimmy's the leader. People like working or playing with him. And
they need a hype man. They need someone to hold them accountable.
They don't have a hype man right now. It used to be Kittle, and it just seems like Kittle's kind of, I'm like, what? Kittle had 2 good years. And now what happened? He got hurt last year, hurt again this year. I'm like,
He's too busy with his girlfriend or wife or
his wife building their house in Tennessee.
All right. Yeah. Hey, Luke. So I'm a diehard Niners fan, a real Niner fan. Even in the worst of times, I defend mine. Loyalty and common sense are superpowers these days, I swear.
Yes. Oh, I know.
I know everyone is frustrated, but let's come together about one thing. We want the 49ers to win Monday. Let's hope for it, even though we're behind the 8 ball. Look for an adjustment and small improvements. That's all you can do, right? It's just it's baby steps.
Well, I'll stay positive, but I'm still allowed to be frustrated at that embarrassing loss. Again, when I look at the back half of our season, nothing's guaranteed. But I'm like, okay, so we play the Rams twice, we play the Jaguars, although the Bills just lost to them. We play the Vikings. We play the Seahawks again, the Bengals, the Falcons, the Titans, the Texans. And so I'm like,
if we should be able to beat the Texans.
If we could figure out our footing, if they can find a groove, I think we could win a lot of games on the back half of our season. It's just whether or not they can mesh.
So what was it? This was your 13th consecutive loss at home?
Yeah, and we play at home on Monday.
Got to get that back.
Dude, I heard the fans booed them at the Colts game, the 49ers fans.
They booed the 49ers?
At their own stadium.
Wait, the 49ers fans booed the 49ers?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
I know. 49, remember I brought this up on like the show not too long ago, how 49ers fans, they're so quick to like turn. It is a tough fan base, man.
I mean, like, okay, so at SoFi, everyone that we're playing boos us, but I would never boo my own team.
Neither would I. Like
sure, I did something so stupid, like like the quarterback just drops the ball and loses it, right? Like, but still, I would never boo my team. That's awful.
Like, I'm venting to you guys, of course, but like, again, I'm a huge 49ers fan, win or loss, like they're my team. I'm not going to give up on them. And we have good players. Like I said, they just have to figure it out. I know it made me sad.
I don't like that.
Me neither.
Yeah, you'll lose some and then maybe win. Of course, everyone always wants their teams to win. Absolutely. Kittle gives us 100% effort. He's an elite blocker, elite catcher, and gives maximum effort after each catch. I don't think that he has changed. He just had an injury.
Yeah, that was his first game back on Sunday. And so I think as long as he could stay healthy, and he did have a touchdown on Sunday. Okay. And I think that was his first touchdown for the season.
Is Debo out?
Debo is not out right now, but he has had a hamstring injury, I believe it is. Maybe it's a calf, his hamstring or calf, that he's been kind of like taking day by day, and it's like, and they keep playing him. We need another wide receiver. It's like everything goes to Debo. Ayuk, I feel like is starting to break out, and hopefully he will. But other than that, I'm like, Sanu is injured. Like, I know.
Like with the injuries and the leadership, it's tough.
I know. Tough. Well, that, and we have all these rookies they drafted. I'm like, maybe it's time to start playing them, man. Like,
we have high expectations. CG Ruthless was at the game and streamed from the stands. There were some boos. Oh, that's such a bummer.
Well, it's got to be tough, dude, to like keep going to home games and they keep losing.
Yeah. I mean, it's awful. Like everybody, we all want our teams to win all the time. So being at home with that advantage and losing consistently, it's no bueno.
I know.
49ers are in a tough division. It's true. All right, let's talk about some of the games that are coming up. Let's stop harping on the past, right? Let's live in the present. This week, week 10, forget week 9, it's trash. What games are you most excited about? It's like 3 games.
The 49ers and the Rams.
Yeah.
The Seahawks and the Packers.
So is Rodgers coming back?
I think so. And I think Wilson's coming back.
Wilson is going to be back and Carson might be back as well.
And they said Wilson's coming back earlier than expected. So hopefully he's really healed.
I think I was talking to Dennis about this yesterday. I think it's right on track. I think maybe a week earlier than they wanted, but I don't know if Rodgers is back and Wilson is playing, it's going to be an interesting game.
Of course, I would like the Packers to win.
Of course. It wasn't the whole crowd, just the angry folk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pats, Browns. Oh, Dean, who's going to win that game?
Dude, honestly, who knows? It's probably going to be the Patriots. They're trying to make a Super Bowl run this year.
They are.
What games are you excited for?
Same as you. I think those are both good games. I mean, divisional games are always good, right? So Rams and every time you have a game, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, same with the Chargers.
Seahawks, Packers is a big one for me. Chiefs, Raiders. Because so we're both the Raiders and the Chargers are 5-3, and then KC and the Broncos are both 5-4. I need some of those numbers to drop a little bit. We can't all have 5 wins. Like we gotta stop this. So one of them will go down, and one will go up. So as long as we win, we'll still be in first place. But Chiefs, Raiders, I think the Chiefs I think the Raiders are going to take that one, and then Viking, Chargers.
Yeah. See, that's why I need the Seahawks to lose, because look, I just don't want us to be last. If the Seahawks could go ahead and be last in the division, at least we're not last. They could keep losing.
Speaking of Seahawks, I just have to show, I always have to move this whenever we do our live because I can't have this in my background. But my husband insists that it's there. So he's like, you always move it when you're on your video. And I was like, well, yeah, because we're not talking about the Seahawks here, buddy.
Yeah. But yeah, this should be a good week. Should be a good week for football. We'll see. It's already started out kind of crazy.
Yeah. So Dean thinks the Patriots are going to win. I would take that. I would say the Patriots. Yeah. Oh, hey, Erin.
Hi, Erin.
How's it going? Gosh, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Thanks for joining us. It's because we're always on so late.
I know. And we're not consistent.
Yeah, sorry, guys. We're working on it. So some news in the NFL. What's some big news? So we talked about OBJ going to the Rams. Did you see, I think this just broke today, that John Gruden is suing the NFL and Roger Goodell for his involuntary resignation?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I don't know too much about it, right? I know it started, the accusation started in 2011 is when he started saying things, and then it continued on. Good luck.
Right.
I'm never going to win that one. But
or they're going to give him some, what is it? A non-disclosure agreement or something, pay him out. They don't want to open Pandora's box.
But the other thing is, and this is happening everywhere, right? It's happening on TV with reality stars. They're going back and they're digging so far back. They're digging 10 years, 15 years. Like, shouldn't there be a set time frame where you can go
limitation? Back? Probably.
I mean, it's like things we said when we were 16 are not things we would ever say today.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't think Ruten's a good guy. I think it's fine that they let him go, but it just seems too much stuff is coming up.
Yeah. Let's see what else. And then we talked to Cam Newton. So I feel like those are the big things. Any other big news stand out to you this week?
Sorry, Erin. So Payo Time asked us earlier who on our team we would want to have as our Uber driver. So I think it's funny that you said that.
It's very appropriate.
Very appropriate. Obviously Cam Newton was big news. A lot of people saw that coming. I didn't. OBJ, I didn't. I thought he was going to the Seahawks.
I did not think he was going to the Seahawks.
No.
Nah.
Yeah, I did. Just some of the things that Pete Carroll alluded to, but but that's the biggest news, I think.
Hey, so I didn't watch the whole football game last night. Why was Tua not the starter? When I started watching, he had just come into the game.
Because who was the other quarterback?
Jacoby something.
Myers?
I think
he was not doing well.
But isn't Tua the starter?
Tua was not doing well. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Like something with they didn't like the way he was playing last week, or he had an injury. So they put him in, and then I don't know. He did okay.
Yeah.
He did
I was just confused because I'm like, I thought he was the starter. So
you didn't watch the Steelers game, right?
No.
You guys, did anybody watch the Steelers game? And I want to hear your thoughts on the penalty against Marsh. That was so insane. So you didn't watch it. Did you see any clips about it or anything?
Are you talking about the hip check?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, the ref ran into him.
He literally like butt checked him.
Yeah.
And then flew like what? And they were saying it was because he was taunting. I'm sorry. You could see the angle of the camera. That guy wasn't even looking. He was looking way far away from the other player. So stupid. Oh, Tua broke his finger.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, yeah. And we did release Jalen Hurd, who is somebody that we picked up in 2019 in the draft that has never played a snap for us.
Oh.
He was supposed to be this amazing player who's just always hurt.
Eesh.
Yeah.
Bears got robbed. I agree. That was a terrible loss for the Bears. I really was hoping that those last 30 seconds at the end that they would get that field goal. That was screaming at the TV at that. But yeah, I think that's it. So division leaders right now. So we still have the Cardinals, right? We got the Packers, Bucks, Cowboys are still 6-2. I mean, they got Eagles, Giants, and Washington. So, Bills and Pats now 5-3 and 5-4. The Patriots could take that over. Chargers, Raiders, KC, Broncos, all 5-3, 5-4. The North, the Ravens, Steelers are coming up though, 5-3. Browns and Bengals. That's a very close division as well.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the AFC South, Titans 7-2. Then you've got the Colts, Jags, and Texans. I don't see those three doing much, but
yeah. Still, I think that the NFC will probably be the Rams in the Super Bowl, but I don't think they'll win.
They're gearing up.
Yeah.
Like, if they don't go to the Super Bowl, I mean, they've invested so much money this season. That's my frustration with our team is we don't put any money in. We haven't done anything this season. And I don't know if it's necessarily bad. Maybe they're happy with what we have, right? But every time we lose a corner or a linebacker or safety or someone gets hurt, it's like I don't know. Hurd release in 2 years, too late. We released DJ Reed to keep a roster spot so that we could put Hurd on IR. That's silly.
Yeah. Well, they thought he was supposed to play this year.
All the Bills fans here in Rochester, New York, are in full panic mode. I mean, they should be. I don't know. Again, though, like all these teams that were just crushing at the beginning of the season, it's like these crazy losses and teams that you would have no thought that they would win. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, we're just slightly over halfway through the season. So it'll be really interesting to see what the back half of the season looks like because all the standings could get all flipped, right? Because it's like, here's what happened in the first half. Who knows what will happen in the second half, especially with the way football's been just this year.
Well, there's so many divisions. So you've got the AFC East, which is pretty close for the top position. AFC West, it's ridiculously close. North is very close. And then you've got NFC South is pretty close. West for, Cards, Rams, and then you guys can still come up. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. So
Dean, yes, you've been trying to tell us this. I think I'm gonna buy into that. I think that the Pats will. It's Belichick.
Yeah,
he's not going to not win.
Yeah, good coaching, leadership, man. Good leadership. I also. So what did I do? a new superstition.
Oh yeah, your new superstition.
No posting on Instagram polls on if the 49ers will win or not. We didn't do it 2 weeks ago and we won. And then last week we did it and we lost. And that's when I said, F this. No more polls for if the 49ers are going to win or not.
I post them?
You posted the one last week. And I was like, mother effer! I forgot to tell you not to do it.
I will not post any polls about the 49ers then.
No.
Oh
do it for the Chargers all you want. But I feel like it like jinxes things.
Yeah, maybe I won't do that this week. Maybe I won't. Maybe for everybody else, but just not our team.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that.
Okay. What are you going to wear to the game?
Some kind of 49 or something.
But not the jersey.
It's not a game day for us. We play on Monday.
Your Monday night.
So, I don't know. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees.
Yeah, fun in November. Guys, in Southern California, it is 95 degrees. 95 degrees. And I'm not even inland. I'm by the beach. This is ridiculous.
Yep. So I don't know yet, but I will wear my 49. We're going, a couple of people coming with us are 49ers fans too. So.
Oh, nice. Are you guys, you are going to the tailgate, so I'll just call you and I'll see you there.
Yeah.
All right, guys, remember, like, subscribe, touchdowns and tight ends for Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and hit the little bell to get reminders when we go live. So we will be going live next Tuesday. What time?
Probably at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. All right.
Brixton has some doctor's appointments next week that'll keep me busy.
Okay. So 8 o'clock Tuesday, and then we'll have to figure out what we're doing after that, because then you've got Thanksgiving week. I'll be out. Maybe we can do Monday or something, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's getting dark in here. Bills fans are super cocky when they're winning and super quiet when they lose. They quiet. That sad face pic with your daughter Ashley turned my frown upside down after the loss.
She was sad too. I was just glad she was like, all right, Mom, we could go in the hot tub. It's okay, Mom.
Aww.
And I was like, all right.
Aaron, I don't know if you were on before, but Ashley was not happy about that game. That was a rough one.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm losing light here, so
that's why you turn a light on, dude.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me turn it on.
You're good, dude. You're good. Tell her she's all right, guys.
All right, that's better.
All right. We forgot to think of a question. Maybe we'll do another Ask Us Anything. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram so we could do another Ask Us Anything.
Ask us anything. What else? Still waiting for game day traditions. Any traditions that you guys have? And yeah, I think I'll post something on Instagram about I'll get with Ashley and we'll figure it out, but our predictions for this week, and then post it, and you guys, comment with what your predictions are, and then next week we can talk about it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us on Friday evening. We really appreciate it. So
thanks everyone for joining, and have a good weekend and good luck to your teams.
All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.